Make the Buffalo Bills play a team like the Jacksonville Jaguars or the Pittsburgh Steelers, which the Pittsburgh Steelers wouldn't be able to. The Pittsburgh Steelers could be in like at that particular point, right? I mean, the Pittsburgh Steelers match up better versus the Buffalo Bills than they would against the Miami Dolphins. So, depending on how you want to look at things, if you want to be devil's advocate, maybe Miami Dolphins tanks this game. Maybe the Miami Dolphins let the Buffalo Bills win the AFC East. Obviously, that's not going to happen, but let's just be devil's advocate. Let's just say we are playing Madden. And as the Miami Dolphins, I dropped down to the 5 seed, and now I'm playing the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts? The Colts? Whoop that ass. And then, guess what? Then the next round, you are playing the number 1 team in the Baltimore Ravens. Get that revenge, baby. Get that revenge. I don't know. Either way, the AFC playoffs is going to be a gauntlet for whatever team you are. It doesn't matter. XE Gamer says, Buck, here's the thing. The AFC isn't that great. So I could see it happening, but I guess it won't. I'm not for sure what you're talking about seeing happening, but I think the AFC is great. I think every team going into the playoffs, besides the 7th seed, can legitimately win a Super Bowl. 1 through 6 in the AFC, anybody can win that Super Bowl. The Ravens, the Dolphins, you can put the Jaguars in there if they win the South. You can put the Chiefs in there. Buffalo Bills, if they make it, slide up into that 5th seed or 6th seed. The Cleveland Browns, we keep forgetting about the Cleveland Browns are in there. They locked it up 2 weeks ago. I think the AFC is more loaded than the NFC, to be honest. Mike Tomlin is a proven winner. He is a proven winner. He has also proven to be mediocre year after year after year. He has proven to be, hey, 8 wins is just good enough to keep my job. 9 wins is just good enough to keep my job. Penix is the best quarterback in the draft. I would have to confer with that. When I saw Michael Penix Jr. up close and personal at Indiana, we had a couple kids 3 years ago get recruited to Indiana to play some O-line. They had the opportunity to speak with Michael Penix Jr. He's a class act. He's a hell of an athlete, but he is injury prone. So John says the Bills will self-destruct like they always do. And then he wants to come out and said, KC is a dead team floating. Kansas City is the most dangerous team in the AFC playoffs, John. The Kansas City Chiefs are a team that you do not want to play in the AFC playoffs. Yes, you do have the Baltimore Ravens. You do have the Buffalo Bills if they make it. But this is what's so dangerous about the Kansas City Chiefs. They've been mediocre for the last 2 months. You don't know who their number 1 receiver is. You don't know when Travis Kelce is going to bust out and be the old Travis Kelce. You don't know when Isaiah Pacheco is going to lower his head and run your ass over. Slow it down, baby. The Kansas City Chiefs are not a dead team floating. You better hope they are. You better hope they are as a Miami fan. You better hope they are as a Buffalo Bills fan. You better hope they are as a Jaguars fan. You don't want this smoke, baby. Oh, here we go. Especially the Arrow Man to the 13th man. All right. Refs. Jesus. Let me ask you this question. This is a question for all you, the Cowboys cheated, the refs are cheaters, the Chiefs are cheaters people out there. Let me ask you this question. If a referee makes a bad call, the number 7 reported eligible, holding on number 87, whatever. Say they make a bad call, whether it's for your team or against your team. How does that make that team cheaters? How does it make that team a cheater? I'm asking for a friend right now. I'm asking for the 20 inboxes that I have waiting for me to answer. How does that make the Cowboys cheaters? How does that make the Kansas City Chiefs cheaters? It doesn't. Caroline says the Buffalo Bills ain't making it. I don't think they're going to make it into the playoffs. If they do, like I said, they're not going to go too far. But I don't want them to go to the playoffs. Listen, the Buffalo Bills basically have to win this weekend for the Miami Dolphins to make it into the playoffs. The Buffalo Bills have to basically beat the Miami Dolphins and hope that the Jaguars win and hope that the Titans lose and hope that the Texans and Colts don't end in a tie. If those things happen, the Buffalo Bills can make the playoffs. Do I see all those things happening? No. So they have to win this weekend versus the Miami Dolphins to make the playoffs. So that brings us up to our next overreaction on this Overreaction Tuesday. The Buffalo Bills still do have a shot of winning the AFC East. They beat the Miami Dolphins. Both of the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills make the playoffs, and the Buffalo Bills secure the East. I think it's for the 4th or 5th straight year in a row. But let me ask you guys this question. Let's be devil's advocate here again on this Overreaction Tuesday. If the Buffalo Bills do not make the playoffs this season, then Sean McDermott gets fired from the Buffalo Bills. Is that an overreaction or an underreaction? So, guys, like I said, for the Buffalo Bills to miss the playoffs this season, they, for one, have to lose versus the Miami Dolphins. The Steelers have to win, the Titans have to win, and the Texans and Colts cannot end in a tie. 2 of those 4 things that happen, well, they have to lose.